Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. My name is Vijay Lohar and today I am here with a new topic with this video, and the topic is Hyper-V. Today we will see how to install Windows 10 on Windows Hyper-V virtualization method. You must know Hyper-V is the virtualization technology of Microsoft. There are so many virtualization technology available in the market right now, that is Oracle, VM, VirtualBox, VMware, Gen technology of Linux and much more. But today we are with the Hyper-V of Windows. Windows Hyper-V virtualization technology was introduced with Windows Server 2008. So let's see how to install Windows 10 as a virtual machine with the Hyper-V manager. But before that, I would like to tell you that there are two types of virtualization, that is type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is the technology where your virtual machine utilize your core hardware directly, like physical processor, RAM, hard disk, network interfaces and so on. So it is totally independent with the host machine. As the type 2 is like normal software virtualization, where host machine shares the hardware resources to guest operating system. So let's proceed for the topic, and what to do here is, as you can see here, I am using a Windows 8.1 64-bit operating system as a host machine, and it's having 8 GB of memory. So let's see what to do. First of all, make sure that the virtualization technology is enabled in your BIOS. So you just have to check your BIOS setting if there is a virtualization technology option is enabled. Once you have enabled your virtualization technology from your BIOS, you can proceed for the further. So next one is, you will have to add the feature of Hyper-V, or you must add the rule Hyper-V with your operating system. So how to do that? I will just go to add remove program. I am using a command to access add remove program, and as you can see here, there is the option turn Windows feature on or off. So we can add feature of operating system from this option, and as you can see here, there is an option that is Hyper-V, and if I expand this, you can see that there are Hyper-V management tool and Hyper-V platform. So you just have to click on this. By default it will be unchecked, so you will have to check this. I have already done it, and when you check it out and click on OK, it will ask you to reboot your system after installing the feature. So I have already added this feature with this operating system, so we will directly going for configuring Hyper-V. So once you have added your role with your operating system, now go to Windows and just type Hyper, and you can see here there are the multiple options using the name of Hyper. So I will click on Hyper-V manager, because Hyper-V manager is the main utility to configure your Hyper-V manager. So let's see here what we are getting here. As you can see here, there is Nux, my host name, and once I click here, we can see there are multiple options like new virtual machine and much more. But at this time we will click on new virtual machine, because we are going to create a new virtual machine for Windows 10. So click on that. As you can see here, there is the initial information about your new virtual machine, so you don't have to do here. Just click on next and specify the name and location. I will specify like Win 10 64-bit. I have assigned the name for the virtual machine like Win 10 64-bit. You can assign any name what you want. Click on next. Specify the generation. Choose the generation of virtual machine, what generation 1 and generation 2. I am just going through the generation 1 option and clicking on next. And here is the option for assigning memory for your virtual machine. I will use 2048, like 2 GB of memory for the virtual machine. So click on next, and here is the option for configuring your network. As you can see here, there is not connected. So let it be here, we will configure it later. So click on next, and here is your virtual hard disk, and here is the location where your operating system will be installed. So if you have enough space in your C drive, you don't need to change the location or this setting. But if you have less disk space in your C drive, or you want to change your drive of virtual machine to another, then you can browse it from here. But I would like to change the space I want to assign for the virtual machine, and that is 40 GB. So I'll assign 40 GB of space for the virtual machine, and I will click on next. As you can see here, there is the option for installation media. What kind of installation media you will use to install Windows 10. So if you want to install operating system later, just click on this option, install operating system from the bootables or CD, DVD, ROM. You can select here. And if you have a physical disk of Windows 10, you can insert it into your laptop or computer and select appropriate drive later, and you can proceed further. But I'm going to select this option because I have an ISO image for Windows 10. So I'll browse the ISO image from here, and OK. As you can see here, I have selected the ISO image, and now I can click on next. And here is the summary, whatever we have chosen or whatever we have configured. So let's finish it. And as you can see here, it's creating a hard disk, and the operating system is now in virtual machine list, but we haven't installed yet. We'll have to install next. But before that, I would like to configure our network, what network interface your virtual machine will use. Next we have to do is we will have to create a virtual switch. So we can right click on host machine, and you can see here there is an option virtual switch manager, or you can get it from here. Click on that, and there are three type of virtual switch, that is external, internal, or private. What kind of virtual switch we want to create? If we create an external virtual switch, what it will do? It will create a virtual switch that binds to the physical network adapter so that virtual machine can be accessed through the network. If we create this option, then your virtual machine can be accessed through the network computer. And if we create an internal virtual switch, it will create a virtual switch that can be used only by the virtual machine that runs on the system. It means it will be used by all the virtual machines, and between the virtual machine and the physical computer, and this computer, even the host computer, can access your virtual machine, but not networked computer. But if we create a private virtual switch, it will create a virtual switch that can be used only by the virtual machine that runs on this machine. It cannot be accessed through the network as well as from the host system. So I'm going to create an external virtual switch so that our virtual machine can be accessed through the network. So click on create, and as you can see here, there is the space to assign name. I will assign external, whatever name you can use here. External, apply, and it's creating a virtual switch. And as you can see here, that my physical interface with of this laptop is listed here, and that is selected. So make sure that your interface is listed here and using. So I'll click on OK. So what I have to do, I have created a virtual switch. Now I'll have to define that our virtual machine will use that switch to connect with other systems. So go to setting, and as you can see here, network setting. Now here is the another option, that is external. So we will select this option, and now we can apply here and OK. So all the configuration has done now, and now we can proceed for the installation. So right click on your virtual machine and just click on connect, and here is your virtual machine connection. So you can switch on your virtual machine, and as you can see here, loading files and the installation process has started. From this point, your next steps will be same as you install Windows 10 in other machine, physical machine. All the steps will be same, so you can continue your installation process. So here is the option for your product key for installation. I am skipping at this time. If you have, you can assign here. Click on, and here is the license agreement. Just agreed. Next, and I'm going to custom because I will configure the partition. So click on next. I don't think it's a new steps for you because you already know that how to install Windows 10 in physical machine. We are just installing it in Hyper-V. So the partition is created now. I can click on next, and here is the installation process has started. So it will take a while. So we will continue with this the topic when the installation process finished. So guys, as you can see here that the installation process is completed now, and here is the first time it's booting now, and here is again to enter the product key. If you have, you put it here, or I'm do this later option. I'm not assigning product key here. So next option is for the initial setup. So I will click on use express setting, and as you can see, we are just about to log into the system, and here is the option for creating a new user, default user account. So you can assign any name, like I'm assigning my name, and use your password. Whatever hint you want to set, and we are just about to get our desktop. As you can see here, I have connected my physical device, physical computer with the LAN computer, and even we can access network from this virtual machine. And we are just about to finish. So here we are. There is the desktop of your virtual machine, and we can use it now. And as you can see here, I have connected this virtual machine with the physical network. I have connected a virtual machine with the switch, and it's working. We can check it out. We are getting reply. It means we are running our network. So let's see if internet service is working, because all the network computer are accessing internet. Let's see if we are using here. Yes, it's working. It's working fine. So once you have installed your virtual machine, you can access this operating system from your remote computer, remote and network computer. Then how to do that? You go to other machine and find out Hyper-V virtual machine connection, and run this program as administrator, and you will get this option. So click on your virtual machine name, you can manually type this option, because Nux is the virtual manager server and virtual machine name is Windows 10, Windows 10 64 bit, and once you click on OK, you will get your virtual machine there. So guys, I hope you like this video. For more, keep watching and sharing, and of course don't forget to subscribe with our channel. For this time, bye bye.